So, bro, how you doing today?
I'm better now. Whenever it's 4TL time, I'm always in a good mood.
Oh,
Hence, babyface star.
wait, what time is it?
It's 4TL time.
It's 4TL time. That's what you're telling me that right now it's 4TL time?
That's what I'm saying.
Damn. I didn't notice that.
Did I say something wrong?
Nope, you said the right thing. Welcome back to another episode of 4TL Wrestling. It's your boy back in the flesh. Wow, shit.
Woo! I think I was off just like Cody's pyro, but back again in a cheerful mood. Maybe because I'm fasting. It is the babyface star. And hopefully I am not like the Big Show during today's episode, which has a time limit of 1 hour and 1 minute and 1 second. I am excited.
But I always remember we do AEW rules, so time limits are just for a show.
Yeah, basically.
So,
yes, sir.
I'm glad that you're doing well, bro. And if you decide to turn back to the heel star, let's just hope that you will turn into possibly one of the greatest heels of all time in our Dirty Dominic Mysterio. But Dirty Dominic Mysterio is a little lighter in the waist right now. I'm not gonna
just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit though, because he ran into somebody that was just, let's just say that he bads for a living. And what I mean by bad, I mean bad, like he the goat.
I see what you did there.
Mr. Jonathan Cena has taken said IC title away from Dom Mysterio. How did you feel about that, bro?
Oh, I was hyped. I was excited. First of all, he had no reason to interrupt John Cena. So you reap what you sow. And he found himself in a championship bout. And he got laid down. 1, 2, 3. Bum, bum, bum. And funny enough, during his triple threat match, he wanted to be he wanted to ring the bell, try to make it seem like the match was over. Well, when this match was over, the new and first time only Intercontinental Champion, but it's 2025, so I have to say Men's Intercontinental Champion, John Cena, parading around like a little kid. First time ever. Look at that. In Boston, Massachusetts. Oh, man, it was crazy. So, what you got to say about all that? I know, like, you got all the John Cena shirts. You've been a fan forever. How did you feel in his last year of wrestling? How did you feel?
Hashtag justice for Dom.
Justice?
Justice. He needs justice. This was a disservice to what I just said, the best heel of our era. You don't do this to him.
Still a heel. Nothing changed.
I don't care. Dom deserves all the titles. And I'm going to keep saying that he deserves all the titles. So just because he's a little lighter, and first of all, I'm going to make this really quick because how dare Finn Balor, you non-champion winning, zero negative body fat having, how dare you not help out your man, your boy, your bro? First of all, this Judgment Day doesn't run without Dominic Mysterio. Because without Dominic Mysterio, you know what the Judgment Day is?
What's that?
A bunch of stars that haven't won anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a little harsh.
True. No. You know what? You know why? Because the truth hurts. And the truth is that, I mean, Finn doesn't help. Where the hell Finn? JD big head self don't help. Where was JD at? Roxanne and Raquel. I mean, I know Raquel was going for after the title. You know what? They get a pass because they're doing something bigger than just a Judgment Day. They already thinking, because Dom put that in their head, like, yo, y'all bigger than Judgment Day technically. I'm wearing your shirts, you know, y'all getting me tendies. I love the girls. The guys on the Judgment Day, no, get them away. But the girls in the Judgment Day, Dom always gonna be around the females. So, but Finn and JD, no.
Wasn't Dom the reason they lost their tag titles though?
Be better. Who cares? You lost to a makeshift tag team. I don't want to hear that.
Wow.
You did.
Why didn't El Grande help Dom? Or
so what happened was right. So that's different. You know that was different. That was different.
Oh, okay.
Because you know what happened was he couldn't go to Boston because, like, you know, Boston wouldn't let him be there because, you know, they got that whole ice thing going. And they wasn't trying to let, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't trying to let him get there. Boston
so then how Dom get there?
Because Dom is Dom. Dom is above on it. But, you know, Grande had to go through, you know, what that's, you know, we're letting too much information go right now. You're asking too many questions. It's not question time yet, Star.
Okay.
Sheesh.
Okay.
Don't just let's just go to the next topic. Fine. What do you want to talk about? I don't want to talk
about it. Well, Chelsea Green did something amazing. She became a 2-time Women's United States champion, much to the chagrin of the babyface star. Because how do you not do anything useful with Julia? That's really all I have to say, because I mean, is the title reign all of a sudden now going to mean more? Is she going to do something different this time around than the last time?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But to go out like that, it sucks. I truly missed it. I think I had my back turned, and apparently that's all the time that was needed for the title to change hands. I don't understand. I don't want to understand. And I'm probably not going to get an explanation. So, oh my gosh.
Shout out to the Women's United States Championship, Magic Clark Green. We love you.
It's karma. She was literally like, oh, word? All right, watch this.
She turned to a Gyarados.
Yeah, exactly. She evolved real fast.
She did. Yeah, they put a lot of rare candies in her. They fed her a lot of rare candies, so that was bad. But shout out to Chelsea Green. I know what you're talking about with Julia, and we can talk about that later potentially, maybe a different episode. But also, you never answered my question on text about the ranking, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to leave that for another episode as well. I mean, honestly, SmackDown was better than Raw. I know people like both, but I like SmackDown more than Raw this one. I think Raw was just like hey, oh, wait, I forgot. We have War Games. That's what the Raw was. And we're going to set up War Games because War Games is literally in like 2 weeks. So let's set that up and let's do that. And it's like, oh, okay. Like, let's just make shit. Like, there's literally, in my opinion, there's no real like faction warfare. It's just like, I got beef with this person and I also don't like this person, but I kind of like you, so you can be in my team. But like at the same time, we don't really like each other anyway, but we're just doing it because we get paid to do it. Like that's literally what it is.
Yes, you are absolutely right. So, funny thing is, in my little notes, I had War Games. How do you feel? You answered that because I was gonna try and go SmackDown first, since we both acknowledged that was the better show. Raw was good, SmackDown was much better.
Mm-hmm.
But how do I do this in babyface manner?
You can't do it because you're a heel.
No. I have range. I'm better than this.
You
The
like the
fans
Kevin
deserve
Owens.
better. No,
You
the
like Kevin
fans
Owens
deserve
faces.
better. The fans deserve better. War Games is such a spectacle. Such a spectacle. You would think the build would kind of make sense just a little bit. A little bit. But weren't both kind of announcing the same show? It's a little rushed. The pieces, I'm not really that much of a fan. Yes, I'm going to watch it, but you kind of didn't know who was actually going to participate. And now, with the way it is, who's going to make up the rest of these teams? Why is Cody Rhodes involved at all? Why? I don't understand. Regal just so happened to be there at the listen.
Say his name and he appears. War Games is among us.
He's a man.
Such a man. Oh man. we love you, Regal. We love you, Regal.
I needed tensions to get to a point. You know what it is? War Games to me is we have no other option. This is the only way that we can settle this. For the women, I don't think it got there yet.
Mm-mm.
For the men, I kind of do agree because we've kind of seen the same main event on Raw for the past like 3 months. But why is Cody Rhodes there? I don't understand. And it aligns because they suspended Drew McIntyre, so now Cody literally has nothing to do.
Nothing.
But why this? Why? I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. Sure, are people going to be hyped because it's your WWE Undisputed Champion? Yes, but why? It doesn't make sense.
It's not just your WWE Undisputed Champion. He's teaming with the World Heavyweight Champion. And he's teaming with Yeet Man. That's why. We're going to put all our stars on one little thing. I have no doubt in my mind that the faces are going to win War Games. And if they do not, then it better be
They're not.
There you go. All right, good. I was trying to think of a storyline that could happen, but I don't.
They're not. I think this is one of those cases where if they won, it would be way too predictable. Because at least without a heel turn from someone on their team,
Mm-hmm.
I really think it would look very bad if both world champions were on the same team and lost within the War Games match with no, well, it's carnage, but with no shenanigans. It wouldn't make sense. It would make them look weak. Someone is turning. Someone has to turn. That's like, oh man, no. Oh my gosh.
Go ahead, say it.
The baby faces, it's oh man, we're only 15 minutes in. It's almost as if you and I were in War Games versus For the Love of Wrestling and lost. It wouldn't make sense. We're too powerful. We're too strong. I've never adjusted and I had to. So something has to give. Something has to give. And it has to be a heel turn. It can't just be the carnage. It either has to be a heel turn or there's a clashing within the group.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Okay. So, all right.
I think the faces win no matter what.
No matter what. Yeah. What's the point?
I mean, like, it's in San Diego. I don't know. It's just there.
If you can determine the winner before the teams are full, then what's the point?
Because WWE doesn't care about that. They just care about getting asses in seats. What's going to put asses in seats? You know what would put an extra ass in the seat? Putting John Cena on the team. You know what would be another ass in the seat? Putting Brock Lesnar on the other team.
Okay, you know what? I get it. Mm-hmm. But why is Cody Rhodes there?
Because he's the quarterback one.
Anyway. All right, then I'll ask you this. Who does Cody have beef with?
He has beef with losing his title because he'll never lose it. He's not going to lose anytime soon. Because if Drew McIntyre can give you a stipulation and still lose, yeah, he's not going to lose anytime soon. I don't see anybody beating him on SmackDown. It would have to be somebody coming over and beating him. Like, I actually have no vision of who can beat him. And it sucks. But that's just the reality of it.
Would you say that you're pretty good at making connections?
Sure.
Pretty okay networking system?
I think so.
Is there any way you can get in contact with Randy Orton? Is he okay?
I think he's over somewhere. He's chilling with his family right now, so he ain't really worried about wrestling.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He might pop up. You never know. You never know. Actually, that's a good idea. You never know.
Because at this point, if it's not Randy, then we have to literally wait until the Rumble or Elimination Chamber. Which then, what happens in the interim?
Cody just wrecks people.
Is it just, oh, yeah, we're going to have quality matches, kind of like how Cody and Kevin Owens had their thing last year, like maybe on like the third, fourth try, you feel like, oh, maybe this is the time KO is going to win, but nah. Is this where we're going? You're just going to have a quality opponent, but we know Cody ain't going to lose before WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Is that really it?
That honestly might be it.
Interesting.
That's just how it's going though in the WWE. Like it's becoming predictable and not in a good way. So I truly think that this is the reality of it. And with them being predictable, there's another promotion that is very unpredictable.
Uh-oh.
So yesterday, AEW had Blood and Guts. And the 4TL and the Three Kings were in their little group chat talking. And honestly, I will say that the women's match should have been the main event and not the men's. Your thoughts about that?
From what I've seen, absolutely. And I just want to say that I think every single time I've gotten the opportunity, I have praised the female wrestlers. And they, once again, can put on a better match than the men. Amazing. Carnage, but amazing. That's really all I got to say.
No, I totally enjoyed the women's match. There were spots where it was crazy, it was wild. I would like them to have really given them more time because I think they deserve to have more time. But I think because it was the first one that they were just like, you know what, we'll see how they do. Maybe next time they'll get their time, but we'll see.
Yeah, no, honestly, you are absolutely right. Listen, they're really gonna start taking viewership slowly but surely. It's a marathon.
So I'm going to break the fourth wall real quick. I need to do something real quick.
Oh.
Be right back.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Well, as we go to Solo Star. I'm sure Flex is going to want to talk about certain things when he comes back. But Jade Cargill, amazing, simple promo that works for her new heel character. I don't need to say it. You probably know it already. But man, when you have a certain character, you don't need to go on and on and on. Sometimes less is more. It's about quality, not quantity. But then we got a flash from the past. Jade Cargill meeting Charlotte Flair. And I believe this was in Nick Aldis's office, where Charlotte, I want to say, was on her way to, this might have been pre-injury, can't really remember, but Charlotte was still on her solo run, and they ran it back. Because now that Jade has become the women's champion on SmackDown, the question is, who's her next opponent going to be? Because SmackDown's a little dry. And now, as they're bolstering the women's tag team division, all the names are tied up in that division. So who's left? Who's a formidable foe for Jade? It ain't Tiffany. And honestly, we don't really want to see that being ran back for like the 5th time. So had this face-off between Charlotte and Jade, which is funny because now we know Charlotte and Alexa Bliss are no longer the women's tag team champions. Now, of course, they have War Games to focus on, and we'll see how that goes because we don't expect Jade to lose her title anytime soon. But once that is over, Charlotte she's going to be back to the Charlotte that we know. The Charlotte that's only interested in championships. So now she got this tag team title run. The fans love her. Dare I say love her again. Alexa Bliss also is now in the mix because if they're not going after the tag titles again, now they're both solo stars. You freed up 2 main event talent. Obviously, Charlotte being the more accomplished one, the best one out of the 2. And honestly, the biggest threat to Jade Cargill as we continue to wait for the return of Bianca Belair. And once she gets into the mix, that makes a lot of things interesting. You know, does Jade run the gauntlet? Does she get into a long-term program with Charlotte and then eventually Bianca? What's the WrestleMania match? Are we getting another triple threat match? Or are we getting Jade Cargill versus one of those two? Because regardless of the Royal Rumble or the Elimination Chamber, I feel like one of those two, if not both, will be involved for the Women's Championship at WrestleMania. So I'm very excited to see that. Flex is also probably going to want to talk about Lash Legend. Oh man. See, I'm in babyface mode, so I'm being nice. Lash Legend made her debut on the main roster on SmackDown alongside Nia Jax. No one saw this coming. I did not see this coming, but I'm very, very happy to see her finally get her shine. And she's not going to be no Kiana James. She's going to be a force. I just don't know if they're going to run it back to how Tiffany turned on Nia, and then now that's how she becomes this solo star. I hope they kind of don't do it that way, but Lash on SmackDown is great. We need her. I don't know if they go after the tag titles or what this ends up looking like, but call them up. We've been asking for this. Call them up. So I'm excited. Oh, and we have Flex, who is actually back and might want to chip in to this minor little detail. Let's see. Oh, I can't even add him. Oh, there he is. Oh, it's Flex. What do you know?
You said Lash Legend.
I did.
Shout out to Lash. I'm so happy that she's on SmackDown. She is going to be a very big star because she's about to put over that forearm that she does. She's knocking women out with that. People are comparing it to like the Big Show punch, but with more venom. It's going.
Oh, you mean the bullhammer?
Yes. the big world that yes. Yeah, Lash Legend. She's gonna be great. It's just weird with Nia Jax, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see if they dominate and maybe possibly.
I mean, if she's not doing this with Nia Jax, what else would she be doing?
I guess it goes after her debut.
Unless she goes after the U.S. title. I honestly wouldn't mind. I just don't want Nia near the main title.
I agree. So tag teams, how's it is then?
At the moment, I think that's the direction.
So me wanting to get rid of the women's tag team division is not going to happen now because they're just making more makeshift tag teams. I mean, I guess me wanting to make the United States Championship more prestigious than the tag team championship is not going to work. But hey, you know what? At least we got Chelsea Green in her second reign, even though she should have already been elevated to the main event status. But that's neither here nor there. And we also have on the other side Becky Lynch going up against
Maxine Dupree.
Okay, great. That's what we're doing for the mid-card titles. Nobody cares about the mid-card titles right now for the women. I'm sorry. It's not as prestigious as it should be. And when you don't invest in it and you have so many makeshift tag teams, you don't run the storylines like you should for the mid-card championships. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I agree with you. It's just, it's hard to envision that you go from Becky, Bayley, Lyra to Becky involved in a storyline with Punk, which leads to the return of AJ Lee,
Mm-hmm.
and now you're stuck with Maxine Dupree. And if it was a one-off, this would be fine. But now they're kind of doing this Rocky thing where it's like she's training and she's no, not her.
Do you think she wins?
No, I don't. I don't, because ultimately I still believe that it's Becky and AJ. But probably next year. I thought AJ would have already been back. I thought that would have been the immediate rivalry post Flopapalooza.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess they needed a filler. But I mean, I don't have the roster in front of me, but you couldn't find anybody else. And it's not that Maxine is the worst, but she's close to the worst. No offense. Is she better in the ring than she was? Yes. Does that mean she needs to sniff the IC title? No. Do they need to be making a big deal out of her as it relates to Becky's reign? No. It just doesn't make sense. Becky should not be spending this much energy on Maxine, regardless if she's holding the women's IC title or the women's world title. This is the equivalent. This kind of reminds, the way this should go reminds me of like that random Friday or Monday. No, it was definitely Raw when like Gunther faced Axiom.
Oh, that was a Friday.
Oh, okay. So that was a Friday.
When it was overseas, yeah.
It was a one-off. Granted, it wasn't for the title, but that's all that this should have been. The fact that this is a program, the fact that Maxine has a victory because of DQ, I don't care what the reason is. You're prolonging this, and I get it because maybe this is the only way to keep Becky on TV because Seth is hurt. But there's nobody else on the roster? Come on. Come on. Like, Maxine gets a bigger push than her brother? That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. That is a real thing right now. And not only a bigger push, but her brother is now in the doghouse, I would like to say.
Who's he going to face in this John Cena tournament?
He's going to job to Joe Hendry.
Oh, wow. The two guys with similar hairstyles? That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever he faces, he's probably going to job to him. And once again, if they're smart, they can use it as a storyline. But I think it's really, it might be legit. Like, I think they just did not like the way that he did the whole, like, hey, we're waiting for LA Knight to like, that whole get in the crowd or the person in the crowd, their sign and all that. I don't think that they particularly like that, even though, yeah.
Now with Money Man Uso.
Agreed, yeah. So
right before your PLE, that is a nah.
Huh? That's exactly what it is. No, it begs a lot of questions, honestly, and questions that need answers.
That's right.
Star-studded questions that need answers.
Oh, whoa, wait. Absolutely, you are correct. But I just need to run through a few bullet points because I don't want to go over this 1 hour, 1 minute, and 1 second time limit. But I have to say that segment, you are not going to have episode 15 without me mentioning two things. One, Alexa being hurt and being past the ice for it to be Asuka blowing the mist was so great because Asuka does not need to speak. This low key kind of reminded me of, the bedpan thing with Austin and Mr.
Mhm.
McMahon back in the day, except there was a little bit more dialogue. I loved it. Also, don't we have new women's tag team champions? Because nobody will ever be ready for Asuka. Kyrie! That's all I needed to say. You are not going to have Asuka have two great spots. Winning in the mist, in the medical room, and have Star not talk about it. Nah.
You know what you're not talking about?
What?
Answering my question from over the weekend.
Well, questions. That's perfect. Because next we have star-studded questions. Are you ready to play?
Sure.
Oh, I know you could be more cheerful than that. I said, are you ready to play?
Yes, I'm ready to play the game.
Okay. Listen, your name is not Flex Bashfulton. Flex, I cannot wait to ask you some of these questions because, I think about wrestling. I imagine wrestling. I watch wrestling clearly. So I observe things and I have questions. And some things are just so ingrained that I'm like, do we still need to carry on these traditions? But I'm going to start with a layup. But trust, these are questions for you. Of course, we can have dialogue. So for star-studded question number 1, Flex, should the Nation of Domination be inducted into the Hall of Fame? If so, why?
I can give you my answer and I can give you the wrestling answer.
Cool.
My answer is because they're black. Yes. The wrestling answer is because every single one of those 90 factions have been inducted to the Hall of Fame. Why not them? You have everyone in there is basically a Hall of Famer. I think the only person that's not a Hall of Famer is D'Lo a Hall of Famer yet?
No.
Okay. I think D'Lo may be the only one. I think Godfather's in the Hall of Fame, is he?
He sure is.
And Mark Henry's in the Hall of Fame, is he?
He sure is.
And Owen Hart is technically in the Hall of Fame, isn't he?
Just not this one.
That's true. His wife does not want him to be in this Hall of Fame. That's true.
Yep.
Is Rocky Maivia in the Hall of Fame?
Is he?
And is Ron Simmons in the Hall of Fame?
You damn right he is.
So what are we doing then? If DX and Triple H and Shawn Michaels and they're all in the Hall of Fame, and obviously the Hart was the Hart Dynasty, Hart Foundation.
Yep.
They are in the Hall of Fame. Why not then?
All right. Well, I thought about this, but I had to do some statistics. Did you know that there are only 2 championship title reigns that occurred with the Nation of Domination? And none of them included tag titles. The Rock was IC champ, and D'Lo was European champ. So, how much did they really accomplish as a group? You did name DX, and DX, they were tag champs. Triple H was WWE, whatever, last letter champ. So you could say even from success, they were more accomplished. Forget iconic and all of that. More successful group. The Nation, it was different. They had aura. They all went on to do great things as solo stars, but as a group, what are they really memorable for? What did they really win at? What's their mark?
No pun intended.
Yeah, I walked into that one.
Yeah. They didn't. Unfortunately, you are correct. They did not have the mark that they should have had. I would say that politics aside, they should have.
Okay.
Like the fact that Ron Simmons never won something.
Yeah, that's
crazy. Like, did APA won tag team titles before, right?
Yeah. I want to say they did.
I have to look it up, but even still, it's like, was APA just like protection? And they didn't really win anything. They were just drinking beers. Yeah.
They definitely had tag team title opportunities. You know what? Let's look this up in real time.
Because if they did not,
three times.
All right. So then that's fine. But even still, Ron Simmons never winning anything in WWE is crazy.
As a solo star, I agree with you.
By the way, Ron Simmons and what's my man's name? The one that used to come out in the jorts. Damn, what is his name? They just made up, by the way.
Oh, Ahmed Johnson?
Ahmed Johnson. They made up. So shout out to them, black men. You are showing us, the OGs are showing us how it needs to be done. You know, they had beef, like legit.
Yeah.
Beef. That was beef. like pure black man beef. But now, oh wait, that is crazy to say. Pure black man beef.
Those are the thoughts of Flex Washington.
No, honestly, yeah. So shout out to them for making up. But
yeah,
like I said, personally, I want the Nation Domination to be in the Hall of Fame. But even still, like even if they got to the Hall of Fame, like who's inducting them? It's like for real. Like who would be inducting them?
I mean, the first name that comes to mind still kind of seems awkward, but like I thought of Stone Cold.
But like, why?
Because of their interaction. I just remember Stone Cold just beating up all of them, but that's not for a good reason anyway. So, wow, it would have to be someone neutral, which is crazy.
That's not worth it. So no. So matter of fact, I changed my mind. No, I don't want them in there. It's fine.
Okay. Also, just want to quickly say shout out to everyone who is viewing live. Shout out to Official Jig. We love you. And he also shares the same sentiment that as individuals, but not as a group, does D'Lo make it solo?
No.
And that sucks because he is super duper talented.
It's the same thing as Shelton Benjamin to me. You have these high athletic guys that were in just a bad era. Like you put D'Lo or you put Benjamin in his era. Triple H might still fumble him but that's a different subject for a different day. But
yes.
The outcry of you're not going to sit here and fumble them would have been way louder now than it would have been back in the day.
Got you.
We don't have the voices like we had back in the day. Our voices wasn't heard as much as it is now. Like,
yeah, you're right. Okay, well that was a healthy first question.
Mm-hmm.
Some controversy here with question number 2.
Okay.
We got Mount Rushmores. We also have top 5s, right?
Do I have? Wait, am I the right person to do this? Because I think you might want to do it with somebody else.
No.
I think that's a certain person.
This is not I'm not getting to the spiciness
Okay, go
of
ahead.
maybe one of our viewers, but Flex,
Mm-hmm.
even though most of his career has surpassed him, and he is towards the end of his career willingly, not because of age or whatever. Is it too early / is it justified for people to put Roman Reigns in their top 5 of all time?
The wrestling part of me wants to say yes, but I think that it's too early only because we don't know the full impact of what Roman Reigns has done until we get out of until he may probably retires or maybe 5 years after he retires and we just see like, wow, Roman Reigns did a lot. Like it was crazy. I think we're still kind of in it because he's still around when he wants to be, but I do think that the bloodline was a flashpoint in wrestling history where, we talk about Terry doing it twice, and then we talk about, Cena, and we talk about all these other things. I do think that Roman Reigns changed the way that wrestling is done now in a more cinematic storytelling. Because there was always storytelling, but he made it like he made a movie. He made a legit movie and brought his people on. Like you know what I'm going to do? Hot take right now.
Oh boy.
Roman Reigns is the Keenan Ivory Wayans of wrestling.
Okay, that's extreme. Well, okay.
See what I'm talking? See, now you're thinking it.
For putting the family on, yeah, I can't really dispute that. Damn.
You think about it, right? He put his family on. Keenan Ivory Wayans back in the day, we didn't see it because we were too young, but Keenan Ivory Wayans was the star. He had all the things. He made In Living Color. It just so happened that he then brought up a Damon Wayans, a funny Damon Wayans, who's now like,
yeah,
Yeet Man. And that Shawn is like, yeah, wait a minute. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. You know what? I'm just going to say this. he is the Keenan Ivory Wayans of the family, and Jacob Fatu is the Marlon of the family.
Interesting. So, but to the question, is it justified for him to be top 5?
No, he can't be top 5. Overall wrestling wise, he cannot be top 5 yet.
Okay. Because some people do, and some people have him as number 1.
Number 1 is wild. Number 1 actually takes away something that, in my opinion, the person that's retiring next month did so much of that you can't. And I was saying, when I remember, and I'm gonna make this quick. I remember when people were saying Cena should not be top 5, and I was saying this in like 2017, 2018. I was saying like you got to put Cena in the top 5, and people were like, "Nah, we're not doing that." They just hated him still so much. But now he's everybody's GOAT. He's the undisputed GOAT now. Yeah, people are fickle.
Interesting. Now, honestly, when I think about the Keenan reference, I'm like, that's crazy. First of all, the fact you just thought of that was unbelievable. But now, like, it's almost become a joke to the point where, like, oh, they won't get pushed unless they're Samoan.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Do you want to ask me a question? Because
I would like to ask you a question, and I will say this. It's going to make you think. So please be ready to think.
All right.
And I'll shorten it. So this is going to be a who's going to open up the show, who's going to be the middle of the show, and who's going to be the main event.
All right.
And these are all triple threat matches. I have a men's one, I have a women's one, but I'm not going to give you the women's one. I'm going to give you the men's one.
Okay.
So, first triple threat match. AJ Styles, Macho Man Randy Savage,
Wow,
and Eddie Guerrero.
Mm-hmm.
Second match. Roman Reigns.
Okay.
Ric Flair.
Wow.
And Sting.
Okay.
The third match. Shawn Michaels.
Oh boy.
Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
And because I named the episode this, and I know he's going to be great, so this is just me saying it, Carmelo Hayes.
That is the most random triple threat that I've ever heard in my life. Okay, so okay, so Roman's closing the show. Roman Flair and Sting, right?
Roman Flair and Sting, yes.
That's closing the show. I can't even believe this is.
I asked you.
The Macho Man match is first, and then the Carmelo match is in the middle of the show.
I love how you call it the Carmelo match because there's two other guys that is literally there's a Shawn Michaels and Seth Rollins with him, but you call it the Melo match.
I'm just
because Melo's a star, right?
Yes, he is.
Melo don't miss.
And I know Shawn is not winning because he's gonna put someone over. So
that's true.
That's a very interesting question. That is not anything I thought you would ask.
I have a follow up to that. By the way,
go ahead.
If you had to pay money,
yeah,
seat, which one are you watching?
Ooh, it was Macho. Who else again?
Macho, AJ, and Eddie Guerrero.
And you said Shawn, Seth, and Carmelo.
Mm-hmm.
Flair. Oh, man. That's nasty work. Because if I'm going based off of entertainment, I'm picking the Macho Man Eddie Guerrero match. If I'm going with 5-star match, I'm going with Shawn, Seth, and Carmelo. There's no L, so
not at all. Exactly. That's why I picked.
Probably going Macho, Eddie. Yeah, I'm going with that triple threat. Yeah. Damn. Ugh.
Jake said 3-1-2 easy. Ooh, he said 3-1-2 easy. So 3 starts out. 1 is the middle, and Shawn, Seth, and Melo are the main event. Okay.
I don't believe him.
But that's my question.
I'm gonna keep that energy. This should be a simple question for you. I came prepared. I got the question.
I know you did.
Do you like Booker T more on commentary or more as a wrestler?
Oh my gosh, why are you doing this to me? This is not an easy question. You are not a nice person. You have changed your name to Heel Star now because that's not nice. Do you understand what Booker T did as Black Snow? That was the genesis of what we have right now. Black Snow. Oh my God, Black Snow's running to the ring. He's beating no author. Oh, yeah, first kick. Oh, like that is the beginning of Shucky Ducky Quack Quack.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie Valkyrie getting the devil kiss over because there is no getting it over without Booker T.
Not
With
as
that Trick, literally,
Oh.
he made Trick into a superstar.
Yeah.
I think that I'm going to go with commentary Booker because of the after effects. I love him as a wrestler. The iconic WCW and WCW United States Championship, both on his iconic picture.
Yeah.
Triple H ruined that, what could have been a more prestigious career. He made it back up with King Booker. And I said it before, it's the best King gimmick of all time. But
Yes.
Triple H or whoever was running, you know what it was? It was probably Pritchard. Because I think Pritchard did say something like, oh, well, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that controversial. You know what? Bruce Pritchard, we got words for you, but we ain't going to say him right now.
Yeah. So it's very close. And I actually did not know how to answer it until probably 18 seconds ago. But I'm giving the slight edge to Booker T as a wrestler. And the only reason is because I'm not gonna say this. I'm gonna save this when we have another collaborative episode. But when I was a kid, Booker T was in my top 5. I thought he was the coolest. Just because as a kid, I cared about entertainment more than who could put on a 5-star match. It's just when I watched WCW, he was just amazing. It was the hair, it was the command on the microphone, and that alone was like amazing. His WWE stuff. Okay, yeah, you just talked about Triple H, but I think about him and Goldust had me glued to the television. And then you get to King Booker, and it's always something he can go back to. And then he just comes back to his normal self. Great on commentary. Dare I say, no one else like him. But as a wrestler, man, I loved him. But I still have it like really, really close.
There was no wrong answer to that, truth be told.
I still got 2 more questions. I know we're kind of running, on AEW time, but it's up to you if you feel like answering more questions.
Do you want me to ask my other one?
Go ahead.
I
do. I don't know if I want you to. Hindsight is 2020. It's not the other way around.
That is true. I will give you this one. You know what? I'm gonna give you this one.
Okay.
Because now I'm gonna put your feet to the fire.
Oh.
So with the women, same thing.
Yep.
You got China, you got Beth Phoenix, you got Rhea Ripley.
Yep.
You got Io.
Mm-hmm.
You got Asuka.
Mm-hmm.
You got Bull Nakano.
Wow. Okay.
And then last, which one should I do? I'm gonna do this one. You got Trish Stratus. You got Toni Storm. You got Blake Monroe.
So I am going to oh damn.
Yep. Because I know what you wanted to do, but now you double.
It's in the same exact order you said it. 1, 2, 3.
Really?
Yep.
Trish, Tony, and Blake are going to main event that.
Yeah.
Mommy's going to get you, bro.
No, she's not.
Also, you put Asuka in the middle.
Yeah.
With Io.
Yeah.
Those are your 2 favorite
I understand.
In wrestling right now.
No, I understand. But you know what? I also like to make money, and I know where the money is.
I will say that Trish, Tony, and
Battle of the Blondes, bro.
Battle of the Blondes, yeah.
I know who my audience is.
Yeah, that is true. So, you know what? Same question also. If you
1
had to
hour.
pick
No,
one,
keep going. Keep
we'll
going.
go
I'm
actually.
having
Yeah, we'll go actually. It's
too
fine.
much fun.
Which one? Which one would you want to go see? Which match?
Oh, Oscar Io. Absolutely. All day, every day.
Got you.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons. Yeah, you're right.
Yes. Easy.
All right. I'm good with that.
Okay. Are you good with the questions, or you want to go to the next segment?
Hey, it's up to you, bro. You got that one question that you want to ask? Go ahead.
Should babyface champions use countout or DQ more often to retain their championships?
No, because then that will take away the allure of them being babyface and good, and that makes them then heel.
Why does a babyface always have to win or lose by the rules? Why can't they just say, I'm going to do whatever it takes to keep my championship because I knew how long it took for me to get here? Why can't the fans just accept that and that champion not become heel? Why?
We are so used to heels doing everything under the sun to win that the babyface is so it's always going to be the hero, the story of the comeuppance. Like that's just how we are programmed to realize. I agree with you. I agree that, and I think you're kind of saying it because Cody's doing it right now, and because Cody is now has a little dark side to him. But I just think that there's some things in wrestling that's going to have to stay the same, in that, you know, heels are going to do heel things. They would rather heels get cheered than baby faces get booed for doing the wrong thing.
But will a babyface get booed if the babyface is using one of those tactics against someone the fans absolutely hate? Because if a babyface does that to another babyface, you're naturally going to assume heel turn, and you might get booed for that. But, you know, if Cody Rhodes, I don't know, there's a name that's just not popping up in my head and it's annoying me, but think of see, that's the thing. Dominic gets cheered.
Eddie Guerrero actually is one. Eddie lied, cheats, and stealing.
But see, I don't want to use him as an example only because he made it funny.
Okay.
But good call out. Really good call out. But I'm talking about like, I did what I had to do. You see what I'm saying? Like, the only thing with Austin, I feel like he just bent the rules. He didn't break it. He bent it. Like, he would grab the ref by the collar and be like, don't you dare count out. Or like, he would use the announce table and all the outside stuff and just be aggressive. But like, I'm talking about a babyface low blow, a babyface, you know, stomping someone out beyond the 5 count. Just saying, you know what? I just don't want to deal with this. I'm out. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to keep my championship. Not all the time. Not all the time. Who's the biggest heel in the game?
Like in the total, like AEW, WWE, TNA?
Sure.
I don't want to say it's Dom because I'm still trying to think of other people that just people hate, but I would have to say probably either Dom or MJF is not really a heel because people like him. Like it's not in the true sense of like heel. MJF is a heel, but he gets love.
Oh, how could I forget? All right. If CM Punk low blowed Logan Paul to keep his championship.
Yeah, I think that it wouldn't matter.
Logan was the name because I was like, I know I declared someone as the best heel recently. I couldn't remember who it was. Logan,
yeah, I'll give you Logan just because he's a heel only in the sense of he's a heel because he is hated, for being this YouTuber that's coming in and doing stuff better than some of the wrestlers are doing. But
yeah.
So
I guess there might be exceptions, but it was just something that once I saw Cody kind of just losing his patience and just did whatever, I'm like, everyone's saying that, oh man, maybe this is the heel turn that we've been waiting for. But I'm like, if you feel like you're at risk in losing your championship, would you rather lose and be a loser and, as you alluded to earlier, just be a little lighter around the waist? Or sometimes you got to do what you got to do and keep your title. That's the only perspective that I'm offering up.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. I'll give you that. But it's just like I said, I think it's just more about how we are preconditioned to heel versus face. And, recently we've had that kind of gray area where, heels can be cheered and faces can be booed if they're just too good of faces. And not good in the sense of like they're good at being good, but like, it's like, come on. You're not this damn good all the time. It was a Cena effect. Like, Cena, you're not this good. Like, come on.
Yeah.
You mess up too. Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate your feedback on that question.
You ready for the ones that gotta go?
Oh, sure is.
Let's go.
All right. If you had to remove one former world champ,
it's gonna be good.
Who would it be?
Mm-hmm.
Would it be Seth freaking Rollins? Would it be Edge? Would it be Randy Orton? Or would it be AJ Styles?
Edge.
We are in agreement. And that may not be the most popular choice.
Edge is the choice. And as soon as you said Seth Rollins, I was like, nope. You said Edge, I was like, probably. And then what was after that?
Randy and AJ.
Randy and AJ. No. Never, not, no Randy. Randy stays forever for me. And AJ Styles, first of all, AJ Styles is 4TL certified. Check the IG page. That boy's 4TL certified. So I'm never going to pick anybody over AJ, our current Raw, half of the Raw tag team champion. He is 4TL certified. So, yes, Edge, Cope, you got to go. Bye-bye.
I like how quickly you answered that. I am in full agreement with you, Flex, which does not happen often, ladies and gentlemen. But this time, it is. Okay. Maybe a little bit more. The last one is you're going to hate me. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
Trish Stratus, Asuka, AJ Lee, Bayley.
Yeah, this is going to hurt me the most. Bayley, you got to go. It hurts me only because Trish is an icon. She is a legend in the game. She raised us, truth be told. Asuka is Asuka. We just going to just leave it like that. Who was the next one after Asuka? AJ Lee. AJ Lee was going to be on the chopping block, but when you said Bayley, then I was like, it's either going to be AJ Lee or Bailey. And I'm sorry, AJ Lee cut what's possibly a top 3 women's promo of all time against Nikki Bella.
That was, yeah.
And she has raised the up and coming stars like a Roxanne Perez. All these stars that have come up are AJ Lee disciples. So
essentially,
yes.
I don't like the fact that we agree again.
I knew he was gonna pick Bailey because you don't like. Not say you don't like Bailey, but you don't see the. I'm bigger on Bailey than you are. But Triple B got to go. But Bailey, you are always going to be. Don't laugh. That's her name, Triple B. It's okay. It's okay. We know why. It's fine. It's okay.
You know, just trying to be objective.
Of course.
Told you I'm no heel turn during this episode.
Mm-hmm.
And it leads me to my final question.
Okay.
Please don't walk away. Please don't end for
what?
TL.
Wait. Do you want me to ask one first before you? Because I think this is.
Oh, yes, please. Yes.
Okay.
Because I feel like my question, you're not going to want to talk to me. So that probably end the
show. Okay. So mine is not going to be about wrestlers, but it's going to be more about stipulations in matches.
Oh, okay.
So one of the stipulations got to go. So one that you don't want to see ever again.
Okay.
We got Hell in a Cell.
Okay.
We got a Last Man Standing.
Okay.
Got TLC.
Okay.
And we got. I was thinking about doing this one, but it's too much to Hell in a Cell. I don't want to do Steel Cage because that's just the same thing as Hell in a Cell, in my opinion. Those 3. Go ahead.
Oh, damn. I was really hoping for a 4th because.
Nope. Nope. Because I'm not giving you the 4th. Because those are the 3 best ones. Go ahead.
TLC, Hell in a Cell.
And Last Man Standing.
Oh, boy. Okay. All right. Those might be amongst my top 3 favorites, actually. Which you probably didn't know, but all right. Controversial.
Go ahead.
I'm going with Hell in a Cell. For one reason and one reason only.
I think I know why.
It's not what it used to be. That's probably it. Last Man Standing has always been the equivalent of just who's the best. To knock someone down and they can't get back on their own too has always been like, in terms of competition, that's always been just the most accomplished, but also most victorious. Like, you have to give someone your best. And I'm not talking about I'm using duct tape on the ring post and now you can't get up. Right. I'm talking about we went to war and you literally cannot stand up. And TLC, it's too exciting, especially if you have the right cast. And we saw recently 2 amazing TLC matches, which you might think, oh, well, it ain't ever going to match up to what we knew way back then. Shocker. Hell in a Cell, I feel like it's been too long since I've really been wowed by one.
You have been wowed by one recently.
Oh my gosh.
CM Punk. But I agree with you.
Gosh.
I agree with you though.
Damn it.
And you were there for it.
Okay. Yeah, you got me. Yeah, it's difficult. I'm gonna go with Hell in a Cell. I think the other two matches are more likely to be amazing than a Hell in a Cell match. That's just
I was going to give False Count anywhere, but I knew he was going to take that one.
Well, if you added it, I don't know. It would have been between that and Hell in a Cell, obviously. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. False Count Anywhere, kind of mashing in no DQ, street fight, different city street fight, different countries.
Yeah, for real.
It could be crazy, but yeah, maybe I probably would have chosen that because sometimes when it's overused, the quality isn't always up to par.
Yeah. Okay, I got to get ready for this, but go ahead.
Was that the only one you had for me?
That is the only one I have for you.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is a clip, I apologize. If Flex takes a couple week absence from me, I apologize. This is very unbabyface of me.
Change it. Change your name right now.
I'm not going to do it.
Change it.
I'm not going to do it. All right. If you had to remove one world title victory from history, which one are you going to remove? Okay. And they're heavy hitters. Are you removing Daniel Bryan's victory at WrestleMania 30? Are you removing Cody Rhodes' title victory at WrestleMania 40? Are you removing Eddie Guerrero's title victory at No Way Out 05? Or are you removing Kofi Kingston's title victory at WrestleMania 35? I guess we had a good thing. We had a run. I guess we were like Kobe and Shaq. And it ends in hostility. It sucks. It was great. And judging by his screen, we're looking at hardwood, just like an NBA court. I guess the Flex could not bend when it came to this question. I guess the movement has halted permanently. And I guess the babyface star is the heel he always was. You thought for a second that I was turning face? Oh, please. There's a better chance of Logan Paul turning face than me. And you thought I was going to go the entire episode of face? You know how many times I threw up in my mouth trying to be Mr. Nice Guy, trying to be like Cody Rhodes? No. I am a heel. I do what I want when I want. And you got to deal with it. We always say this is the ride that we're taking you on. Well, now I am driving. So yes, I am not a babyface. I am a heel star. Flex, do what you got to do.
I can't do it. I have to do it. I can't do it. I want to do it.
The people deserve to hear it. Flex.
Bye, Cody Rhodes. Bye. Goodbye, Stardust. Goodbye, undashing, dashing, Dusty Rhodes' son. Dustin Rhodes' brother, Goldust's little brother, bye. You cannot do this to me ever again. You have fractured a relationship that I thought was great for the last 6 months and is now broken. You cannot do this. You know what's happening right now is that now everybody is going to hear that I am not a Cody Rhodes fan anymore. But you know what? You know what? At this point, you know what? Since you have always been a heel, I'm turning heel as well. Bye, Cody Rhodes. And bye, heel. I'll see you ass next week.
And there you have it. 40L of wrestling. This is your boy. Actually, I'm not your anything. I am the heel star. And I have taken over the show, this episode, and your airways. And he was Flex.